Who, me? A glutton for punishment? Never. But a cheap bastard? Absolutely. Now, some of you guys remember my Tesla charger burnt out my outlet in the garage. Now, I have replaced that outlet with a new one. But the problem is I can't connect the ground because this shelf is in the way and there's not much give here. So I'm going to take the shelf off, put that ground back on, button everything up, and then, well, you've guessed it, I'm going to replace the plug on the charger. Why would somebody do that? Well, because I'm cheap and because, well, I don't feel like ordering a whole new charger for almost $200 when I can replace it with parts that I have here in my garage. But first, I have to remove this shelf. That means I got to get to work. That wasn't too bad. Now, see, here's the problem. The ground connection on this plug is right here on the top. And the ground is right here, but see, the shelf is right there. And I couldn't get in there enough to lift this up from the back because it sinks down in there. See how that sinks? I have to lift it up to get that around it. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect all the other wires first. Pull the whole thing out. Now, I have turned the breaker off, so that's good. That's what you want, see? And then we're gonna go ahead and get that in there like that. All right. We're gonna go ahead and tighten that down. One, two, one, two, take it aside. Then I can get better. So like that. And just like that, we've got it installed. Flip the breaker. It didn't flip back. And if we look, the light is green and everything is working. Now, I highly suggest you do not do what I'm about to do. I've been playing with electronics for a long time, and if I get electrocuted, well, it was a well-calculated risk, and I am not by any means an electrician. We're gonna start first with the ground. Strip that bad boy down on both units. Remarkably, the extension cord plug that I'm using has a thicker gauge wire than the actual charger, so that's good. And we'll do that again for all of them. Make sure that we leave ample space to intertwine these wires. Good thing about thick gauge wire is that it's easy to strip. We're simply going to take the wires, intertwine them nice and wide like that. Tuck that down. Making sure that it's secure and well wound. I know there's a better way to do this. I don't have any wire nuts. It's okay, but for now, that's gonna serve the purpose. And I've got some handy dandy electrical tape. We're gonna lay that as flat as we can get it along the path of the wire, and then we're gonna tape that up. And then, while we have all this tape, we're gonna take the 3 and wind them as well. So it's not everything. So tight. Boom, bam, bang, back down. So I'm trying to throw wire, presses, extra tight around the sign. And that's that. Okay. And then that's that. Now all we gotta do is clear the space and bring the Tesla in. And to make sure the garage door is working, aha. And there is Sleeping Beauty. As you can see, she has 4%. Not ideal. First test is making sure this doesn't pop a damn socket. All right, it didn't. It says we have power. And all right, that seemed to work. And that says that we are charging. And as you can see, it is now charging. I've set it to 10 amps. That should be safe. Let's see what it does.